IMF, the International Monetary Fund, have just said that cryptocurrency could, and I say could in inverted commas, could be the next step in the evolution of money. How awesome is that? You've got a financial institution as big as the IMF now finally coming out and saying that crypto is the next step in the evolution of money. Let's have a look at the article and discuss this. And here we can see this article is by Crypto Globe. It is from the 26th of August, so it's about 10 days old. Nevertheless, IMF cryptocurrencies could be the next step in the evolution of money. And when an organization like the IMF says could, they mean it is. And I've actually been saying this for years. Cryptocurrency is the next stage in the evolution of money, the same way that smartphones are the evolution of our old mobile phones we used to have back in the 80s, the big bricks. And the way that video streaming services are obviously an evolution of DVDs, and before that, VHS and Betamax cassettes. So these are all evolutions of tech. What are these guys saying? So on Sunday, August 23rd, the International Monetary Fund explained via a video tutorial what the problems are with existing centralized payment solutions, what cryptocurrencies are, what their pros and cons are, and how they could be the future of money. Tells you a bit about the IMF history. They were established after World War II. Organization of 189 countries, another global central bank, I like to call them. And they're just saying things here we go into when we buy or sell things, the payment is usually processed by bank or credit card. Problem number one, the companies often take a cut of the transaction. Two, we have to trust these companies to protect their sensitive data from hackers. Three, most international payments take a long time and are expensive. To solve these problems, we could use a special currency that is secure and based on science or cryptography, which is a way of protecting information using mathematics. So cryptography, obviously, cryptocurrency uses cryptography. That's where the crypto and crypto comes. This special type of currency is called a cryptocurrency, and it only exists in computer networks. And they go further to say when you send someone the special currency, the money goes directly to them, removing the middleman. What does that mean? Middleman, essential clearing authority, the banks. It does away with the banks, which is why, obviously, you should be able to see now, if it does away with the banks, that's why it's not being promoted as much as it should be, because the banks, they finance everything. So why are they going to finance news media outlets, education outlets as well, educational institutions that don't have the bank's best interests at heart? And cryptocurrency does not have the bank's best interests at heart. For an organization such as the IMF, 180 or so countries, as mentioned earlier in the article, for them to come out and say cryptocurrency could be the next stage in the evolution of money means that they are basically putting their hands up and they're saying, we cannot stop this. They go on to say cost of making payments are lower, transactions are faster, especially across countries, and even those people around the globe who don't have bank accounts can buy or sell goods and participate in the global economy. Right, that's absolutely true. So cost of payments are lower, transactions are faster. Transaction fees are extremely low using blockchain, Bitcoin and Tether and other coins like that. Very, very low. Transactions are faster. Yes, they can usually be done within about 45 minutes. And cryptocurrency networks operate 365 days a year. So they're not closed on bank holidays, on Christmas, on Easter holidays, religious festivals. They are open 24/7, 365. Let's go on to this section here where there's a bit of misinformation where I need to clear up. However, there are some risks. The transaction in most cryptocurrencies are anonymous. That is true. Some cryptocurrencies do provide anonymity and they fall within the privacy coin bracket. Some cryptocurrencies are even untraceable, which is the privacy coins. This can make it easier for the bad guys to make payments without being noticed. Now, please tell me. Right, I don't know, I'm 44 years old, grew up watching Hollywood movies in the 80s, 90s. What were the bad guys making payments for? What they've been making payments for since the advent of them? Paper money, right? Paper money, bags, suitcases of cash. So, that's obviously there. Then let's have a look at the whole offshore industry. Offshore companies which provide, and offshore entities which provide anonymity. Bad guys have been laundering money through there all this time. So that is not really something to kind of highlight there that it can make it easy for the bad guys to make payments without being noticed. They're actually putting tracking algorithms in place, so they are looking to tackle this problem. And here we go at the moment. If you lose your password, you could lose all your money. So basically, there are no passwords in cryptocurrencies. There are private keys. And if you lose a private key and you've got your cryptocurrency stored in the correct way, you can reclaim your cryptocurrencies back. But there are no passwords. So a little bit of misinformation along there. At the moment, cryptocurrencies are highly volatile. They can't process large amounts of transaction quickly yet, and they're not even widely accepted. So obviously, let's have a look at why they are highly volatile. And I always get asked this question, and it puts a lot of people off. The reason cryptocurrencies are highly volatile when compared to, say, the FTSE or the NASDAQ, the reason being is, again, the crypto market never sleeps 24/7, 365. It's always running globally all the time. That's why there's never a break. And for the traders and the people participating within the crypto space, they are at it all the time. Whereas your FTSE, your NASDAQ, your Dow Jones and your other stock exchanges, Monday to Friday, 9:30, 9:30 to 4:30, 5 o'clock. And if you're in the Middle East, then different times, but obviously. So traders have chance to breathe, go home, have a few drinks, do whatever they want, come back the next day with a fresh mind. The market gets to pause. That's why there's this level of volatility. And they can't process large amounts of transaction quickly. They can actually, if you have a look, they actually do billions. And they are working on various networks with names like Lightning Networks and Z Snarks to speed up these networks, to get them going even quicker. And they're not even widely accepted. And the reason they're not widely accepted is because there's not enough information being distributed about the benefits of them. There's more scaremongering than anything. But hopefully this article could prove to a lot of people that when an organization like the IMF steps up and says it could be, it actually means they are. Otherwise, they would not even say it could be the next step in the evolution. Very important we look at this. If we counter the risk, then this new technology or some variation of it can completely change the way we buy, save, invest, and pay our bills. And who knows, this could be the next step in the evolution of money. So there we go. Basically, we already have CBDCs, central bank digital currencies. So these have been in the pipeline for quite a while. Bank of England have tried to launch their CBDC. The US and a few other countries have tried to launch them. The issue they faced with a central bank digital currency is obviously the people have got to acknowledge them, and then they have to actually use them. If nobody's using them, then they cannot actually take off. So China, where a lot of the citizens don't really have any choice in any aspect of their lives, in many aspects of their lives, they're on the second round of testing. CBDCs are going to be coming soon, and these will be built on the blockchain. I've been saying this for a very long time, that this is the evolution of money. When we use the bartering system, from bartering we went to gold and silver. Gold and silver was then backed by the classic gold standard, and the gold standard where our paper notes represented an equal amount or a fractional reserve amount further on of gold held in reserves. Then we came onto the fiat currency system, complete fiat currency, when Nixon took us off the gold standard in the 70s. And since then, we've been there. Now we've been evolving from paper money into credit cards, debit cards with magnetic strips to chips to NFC chips in telephones, and now digital wallets. The evolution of money, cryptocurrency. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an area you really need to be looking in. Regardless whether you're an investor, you're in stock markets, you're in the real estate markets, I highly advise that you diversify your portfolios and start adding cryptocurrency to them. Or if you're a non-investor and you've got your savings in your bank, allocate some of your wealth, some of your assets, some of your savings into cryptocurrency. I recommend 7. I call them the 7 wonders of the crypto world. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, share, and distribute to your friends and family. There's life-changing information in there that I'm sharing. Cryptocurrency is the future of our money. The IMF have just acknowledged this. Stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll see you in my next video.